As much as I would like to say that this is going to be the final Diddy docket now that he has been sentenced, we all know that's probably untrue. I feel like this case is going to stay in the news for a lot longer than we all want. So for those of you who don't know, Sean Combs, aka Diddy, was sentenced to 50 months, which is 4 years and 2 months. I did the math for y'all. And 5 years of supervised release along with a $500,000 fine. Diddy had an almost 6-hour sentencing hearing on Friday, October 3rd. In addition to the people that I already reported spoke, we had his children, of course, speaking on his behalf, saying good things about their father wanting him home. Diddy spoke on his behalf, pretty much reiterating what he had already put in his 4-page letter. We had attorneys, we had a reverend after being convicted of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. That is paying people to cross state lines to engage in sexual acts. Prostitution is illegal. Of course, Diddy's attorneys have already reported that they're going to be filing an appeal. They was asking for only 14 months for the sentence, and Diddy having already been in jail for a little over a year. He was arrested in September of 2024. They was hoping that he would only have to spend maybe 2-3 more months in jail. Time served, he would get out, and that is not what happened. So to break down the 4 years and 2 months, usually in the federal system, the convict has to serve at least 85% of their time, and the federal system does not have parole. So with the 50 months, 85% is about 42 months. He has already been in jail for a little over a year, so that's about 30 months. So it is possible for Diddy to be back out in the streets in 2.5 years. What I wanted to highlight was some of the things that the judge said at the sentencing hearing to Diddy, which I appreciated because I believe he tried his best to stand up for the victims. He really listened to the testimony, did not believe the defense's argument that everybody participated in these sexual acts. It was voluntary. It was just some adults engaged in some freaky behavior. He did not believe that, and he told them so. So I do believe the judge tried his best in considering all factors. The laws that he did violate. A lot of people think that he didn't violate any laws, but he did. Considering all the sentencing guidelines and Diddy's behavior as far as he is known to be violent in giving his sentence. So the judge said that he clarified that the sentence for the offenses of conviction, the Mann Act charges, not the sex trafficking and racketeering charges he was acquitted of. He also said that while the drugs may be behind Diddy's violent behavior, the court still has to consider all of his history. The judge made statements that he considered Diddy to be a devoted family man, a self-made artist, and a businessman who has inspired and lifted up communities. Noted that his successes were even more impressive given the struggles in his childhood. We know that Diddy's father was a hustler. He was killed when Diddy was very young, I do believe at the age of 2. As I previously stated, the judge did reject the defense's arguments. The freak-offs of hotel nights were intimate, consensual experiences. They were not just sex, drugs, and rock and roll. As far as the victims, the judge said a substantial sentence must be given to send a message that abuse of women is met with accountability, adding that the court is not assured that Combs would not commit these acts again, that Combs irreparably harmed 2 women. The judge also thanked the witnesses, the victims, for coming forward and telling the world what happened. So let me know your thoughts on Diddy's final sentence of the 50 months, supervised release for 5 years, and a $500,000 fine. Is it more or less than what you predicted? And what do you think is going to happen when Diddy does get out of prison? Do you think he's going to be accepted back into the entertainment community? And how do you think the public's going to react? Do you think he's still going to have as many supporters as he had before all of his secrets came out? Let me know your thoughts below. Until next time.